Partnerships are the way to go to expand a company. However, an ideal partnership must be picked in order to achieve the desired level of growth. Elon Musk is a brilliant entrepreneur with an incredible eye for valuable partnerships, and recently he partnered with one of the excellent tech giants that will help his company, SpaceX, to achieve its further endeavors. Hello guys, welcome to Techmo. Today, in this video, we will talk about how the partnership between Elon Musk and Microsoft is changing everything. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video to see the glimpse of what's to come. Before we get into Elon Musk's latest partnership, let's take a look at why Musk and Microsoft don't get along. Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, is one of the most well-known billionaires. Microsoft became a household name for many years as a result of his efforts. Musk is the face of Tesla and the richest man living, just as Gates was the face of Microsoft and the richest man alive. Though Bill Gates isn't much involved in the operation of Microsoft, he is still associated with Microsoft by many individuals, particularly old-timers. The issue is that Musk isn't a great fan of Gates, and the feeling is mutual. The two have clashed on a number of issues, including those on which they are both working. Musk desires that everyone, especially fellow billionaires, buy Tesla cars. While Gates acknowledges that Tesla has contributed to the development and adoption of electric vehicles, he prefers to buy his zero-emission automobiles from other manufacturers. Gates spent a portion of his vast fortune on a Porsche rather than a Tesla, a decision that angered Musk. In reaction, Musk stated that his conversations with Gates in the midst of the pandemic were disappointing. The older billionaire sought to warn Musk regarding his choice of words on COVID-19, reminding the younger CEO that his expertise was in electric cars and rockets. But they should have refrained from commenting about the pandemic at that time, since both billionaires were fighting the pandemic in their own ways. Gates pledged $100 million, and Musk used part of Tesla's resources to build ventilators and even collaborated with a business Gates had invested in to develop a vaccine-making device. Musk, on the other hand, was fighting tooth and nail to keep his factory open and production running. Long after that, Gates posted a blog post in which he questioned if making battery-powered heavy-duty trucks was feasible without mentioning Tesla. But it was the ideal chance for Musk to point out who had no experience in building an electric vehicle before. Musk didn't hold back to retaliate against Gates for his coronavirus remark. When he called Gates a knucklehead in an interview with Kara Swisher, Musk brought up Tesla's connection to CureVac, a company in which Gates was an investor. Later, Gates appeared on Swisher's show, where he stated that he would rather spend his vast fortune on vaccines here on Earth than spend it on outer space projects like Musk, who is willing to spend his vast fortune on sending humans to Mars. Another major reason for Musk's dislike for Gates is that the former Microsoft CEO had shorted Tesla's stock in the past, as he came close to admitting once. Despite previously declaring Tesla's stock to be overvalued, Musk has strong feelings about the shortage. But the difference between Musk and Gates isn't enough to prevent Musk from doing business with the software giant, nor is the age gap between the two companies. SpaceX and Microsoft are collaborating on Starlink and cloud services. Since the two businesses are among the fastest growing, it's a good idea for them to examine how they can help one another. The demand for SpaceX Starlink service is unsatisfactory. Starlink is a company that uses satellite in orbit to give internet access to consumers on the Earth. One of the benefits of satellite internet is that it can be used in any location, whether the client is in the desert or the jungle. The client can stay connected as long as the satellite coverage reaches the location. SpaceX is rapidly launching satellites in order to cover the entire planet in a short period of time. There are already around 2,000 Starlink satellites in space, but SpaceX will require tens of thousands of satellites to cover the entire planet. As a space traveling company, SpaceX has advantages in launching satellites. SpaceX, on the other hand, is launching satellites for its potential competitors, but it is so far ahead of the pack that it is unconcerned. SpaceX recently found a less expensive method for constructing the receiver. However, this will not influence the amount that customers pay for the service. With over 700,000 people attempting to become customers, SpaceX has already absorbed the production costs. Microsoft too has had a lot of success with its Azure cloud service. The segment's revenue increased by 48% year over year, capturing 22% of the worldwide cloud market, second only to Amazon Web Services. Azure is used for networking, storage, mobile web application services, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and many other computing demands by developers, IT professionals, and enterprise clients. Now, before we move further, we would appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Please also consider sharing and subscribing to the channel. That would be fantastic. So, when will the Starlink and Azure cloud businesses of SpaceX and Microsoft converge? SpaceX welcomes enterprises or business customers to use Starlink, and these are the ones Microsoft is primarily targeting with its cloud services. Microsoft wants any business to join its cloud business, no matter which corner of the earth they are from. This requires a powerful internet connection, which is where Starlink comes in. The Redmond giant has developed mobile data centers or Azure modular data centers that can operate in remote locations. These MDCs can be moved around as needed, and each one is equipped with data storage servers. And since these MDCs have networking capabilities, they can act as a cloud on their own, allowing other computers to connect to them locally to back up their data. With an internet connection, these MDCs can back up their data to Microsoft's online cloud. Microsoft merely needs to figure out how to connect these MDCs to its network, regardless of where they are. Optical fiber would have been the greatest alternative, but this is not always feasible. The MDCs are shipping containers with cooling systems that keep the servers from overheating and are already in use even in the most challenging locations. During disaster relief efforts, they are utilized by the military on mining sites far away from town. The concept is that you drop an MDC where and when you need one, then pick it up when you're finished. If their operation can be done locally, MDC operators can run the data center totally offline. This means that all processing and storing will be done locally. However, MDC operators can use Starlink's fast satellite internet to upload data from the MDC to the online cloud in real time, ensuring that all of their data is backed up in the cloud with the exception of the offline servers. Or they can choose to postpone data uploads to scheduled intervals. Every MDC will have a Starlink receiver dish to enable an internet connection anywhere, thanks to this agreement between SpaceX and Microsoft. Because many businesses already use Microsoft Azure and plan to employ Starlink services, the two companies have mutual clients. SpaceX and Microsoft will be able to keep these other companies, making this a win-win situation. Now, you must be wondering, why did Microsoft choose SpaceX in the first place, right? SpaceX is of course the name that people immediately think of when they think of innovation and the evolution that's occurring to bring space technology into the 21st century, is what Tom Keene, Vice President of Azure Global at Microsoft, had to say about SpaceX. Now you understand why. You must also know that Microsoft isn't the only corporation hoping to use SpaceX's Starlink internet connection to promote its cloud services. Google, Microsoft's main competitor, has also reached an agreement with SpaceX, which will see the Space Corporation place some of its ground stations within Google's data centers. Customers of Google will be able to quickly connect to their data in the cloud using Starlink's high-speed internet and run the apps that their businesses rely on. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Let us know your thoughts about this partnership in the comments section. Until next time!